The Godfather. The weekend sounds great.
Godfather is the man.
Best music for your listening pleasure.
The best of me. Amazing. Amazing. Having you close to me. Close to me. Amazing. Amazing. Outrageous. Yeah. Giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me.
Right, we're just trying to get that link right now. Good afternoon, Gyro. Manly, good afternoon to you, sir.
Greetings.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, Godfather.
Do we have the other brothers ready to go right now?
Do I have them? Chalmers was just on the line still, you know.
Right.
You lost him.
Right, let me just make sure I got him and him at the call. Here we go. Just waiting for the response to happen. Yes, we have 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's 4 of us here. Good afternoon to you, lads. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Greetings.
All right.
Well, all right. So let's talk to Green Money from out of Manchester. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. I'm there with the bed in Barzik.
In the sound as well?
Yes. This is the founder, the original founder of Barzik.
Right. Now you're speaking to us right now, but you're cutting in and out. You're kind of fuzzy still, but we'll touch base on that. Leslie, good afternoon to you, sir.
Yes, blessings. You good?
Yeah, man. Everything good, Ronnie. Man, you're there live and direct. Once again, thank you all for being here today. Of course, we're lining up an event for, of course, New Year's Eve, where we want people to come and enjoy themselves party-wise with Lovers Rock and all the stuff that makes everybody happy to come out and be jolly with everybody else. So let me touch base with, of course, let's go to Manchester, because we've got 2 brothers there from the sound from Baron Sound System that we've heard about for many years, and we never had chance to have them up in the studio. Guys, welcome to skylineradio.org.uk.
Bless up.
Now, tell us, you got the founder there of the sound system. How many years have Baron been about?
Right, I'm the founder. It was founded in 1974, so we're talking 50 years now.
Okay, all right. And at the time, how many team members were in the sound at the time?
It started off with 3, but eventually, because it was formed from school, really, because we were just teenagers, 13, 14.
Okay.
So eventually ended up with about 18 members in the earlys.
Mm-hmm. How many big sounds was around at the time when you started? Who was your sound system in Manchester at the time when you started from school?
Right, the sound system, obviously we were young. We were 14 when we started the sound, but the older sound systems, the big man sound system, it was actually a sound called Lord Kaz. He's one of the first Windrush that came over and built their sound. So basically what happened, we used to go to the youth club, and Lord Kaz, big man sound, excuse me, big man sound, he actually brought his sound to the youth club. And that's really what inspired us to build a sound at that time.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's going to be a moment when I'm going to have a chance to talk to you more in 2025 on your section about the sound itself, because you got a large history with yourself, because the sound, the original sound itself was tough, as I pointed out, and because of what happened, we won't go into too much details right now. You had to build a new sound again.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and the story behind that was a bit sad still, and I felt it for you as well. But at the time, when I saw you and people were playing their music around the time with the big sounds, you were tough. Your sound was built on what I saw was more like stereo amplifiers at the time. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's correct, and that went totally across the grain of sound system at that time, because we went stereo in 1976.
Wow!
So you're talking about when all the sounds were playing with Valve, the KT88s, and we went totally transistorized. We got a lot of fight for it because it went against the grain of sound system at the time. But if you look to the future now, that's what everybody's doing.
Well, you tell me who's using Wolverhampton now then.
Well, you'll get a few of the die-hard sounds still doing it, but I mean, we was ahead of our time in many ways.
Yeah, you was.
Time.
You was.
Yeah.
And at that time, your boxes were like Quaker City's boxes as well.
Yeah. We did. We had double joys. We tried various different boxes, but we ended up making 10 double joys, a different design to most of the sounds, and they were like furniture. They were varnished and proper,
of course.
Proper wood kind of, to go in with the stereo look. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the business that we're going to be talking about. Of course, Gyro. You played with Gyro before. How many times have you played with Gyro?
I don't think it's been that many. Maybe a couple of times. Okay. I do remember one dance. It was Gyro and I think a sound called Crab in Wolverhampton.
Wow.
Yeah. Am I right with that sound name? Crab.
You're correct. That's right.
Yeah. That's one dance I remember because we actually left the Needle in Manchester and we had to drive back to it.
Yo, Money Green, remember that? I remember the dance.
Yeah.
I think it was at the football ground, I think.
Leslie, you remember that? Where was it held then at the time?
So those times we were talking about Molyneux Club, and then
it was a football ground.
Okay, yeah, the famous Molyneux, yes.
Yeah.
So
the actual dance. Sorry if I could interject there. That actual dance was held at the YMCA.
I was going to go there, man. Yeah.
With Marines, them guys 1 hour round trip from Manchester to come back with an eagle that I forgot. Couldn't believe it.
The big boss who managed us, he had a Jaguar Van Den Pla, so we broke the speed limit everywhere.
Yes,
wow. And I suppose from that time you've never worked with just one cartridge again, did you?
No.
Okay. We actually, every sound system go through a lot of experiences with the sound system still, you know what I mean? But your connection with of course, with Gyro has been a good one. And it's always been a good one where lovers rock and good music is always being played in the dances. Tell us about how has things been in Manchester for yourself?
It's been good since the relaunch. Obviously, we've had to build our brand back up and build our name back up. Obviously, because we was dormant for a good few years. I mean, the DJs were still active, but we didn't actually have a physical system, so we was kind of dormant. So obviously, when did we bring it back? 2000. Yeah, and you've got to remember in 2000, after that, we had COVID for 2 years, so it's kind of parts up again for 2 years.
Yeah, of course.
So we had to build the brand back up, and we've done it quite well now. Where we more cater for just entertaining, the bigger people now. That's what it's about. Good for us.
Because I've seen some videos on YouTube, and your sound's playing. I think you did play with Saxon the other day.
Yeah, that was our 50th anniversary party.
All right, and also you played alongside some the Love Injection as well as Zuki.
Yeah. Now, we go back a long way with these guys, obviously because of our history.
Yeah. And the audience in that dance as well, the sophisticated big people enjoying themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're able to do, because we noticed before we built back the sound that there wasn't a lot of sounds doing the big people thing. A lot of the sounds were doing the younger generation thing, and us as big people, there wasn't really nowhere for us to go or be entertained. And that's what you're seeing in that Saxon dance. Our anniversary is the kind of dances that we put on. There's big people.
And I'm hoping that, and I know you will bring that kind of style to us on Christmas, on New Year's Eve. With Gyro.
Definitely.
Let me touch base with the brothers Gyro right now. I'm going to say shout out to Manley again and Leslie once again. A great occasion, obviously 40 years plus as a Lovers Rock sound system. You've brought many of joys to many people in the town of Wolverhampton. What's the vibes like for yourself right now, coming towards that time now at the end of the year? Leslie.
Yeah, I can kick off on that one. Yeah, greetings everybody once again. Let me just start off by saying, just in case I don't have the opportunity, I have to just kind of just big up some other members, you know.
Of course.
Buck, rest in peace, Bumpy, you know, man like Bugsy, Neil, Barry Jade, Paddy the Governor, John, and Bigger, and all the wives, and my queen, Linda. All right, so let me get that one out of the way, yeah?
Okay.
For real. Yeah, man, really excited for the show coming up. You know, very much in terms of what Barzy and Money Green just kind of outlined, really. Same kind of journey in terms of entertaining big people. That's what Gyro's all about, you know what I mean? And yeah, we're looking forward to the dance, you know? We're anticipating a big turnout and, you know, just gonna be pure niceness, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your involvement? What role do you play in the Sound Manly?
Yeah, I'm kind of, you know, selected and give me the job as the selector still, you know. They've drawn me out of retirement, you know, because I was, back in the day, I was a selector still. So, yeah, we you know, just like Baron, you know, we kind of come back together, group back together, you know, we kind of tight. We have a nice tight bond for years. So we said, why not? We want to bring back some good times back to Wolves, you know, and so the way we're gonna do it by just, you know, researching again and come again, you know.
Right. So Leslie, you're the MC and also the mic man as well. Two roles that you do, and obviously the group that's coming as well to perform, and Arima will be performing. But let's not forget the guys who are on the other room as well, the Soul Family team as well. We've got to give them a mention.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why we've done the dance the way we've done it is that far too often, you know, if you look at the dance, we want to try to cater for everybody of our age group. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the Rare Groove room and Soul room, we know we've got some of the top DJs in that room, you know what I mean, to be just playing the best of the best in that section. Uh-huh. But then in the party room where you have ourselves alongside the band, there's going to be nothing like it in the city for that night. So we just want to make this an annual thing and continue to do it in that way.
Yeah, a brilliant setup as well. And also as well, we hope that the special guests will be there as well. We'll let the people know more about that next week, Sunday. Of course, to confirm, still to be confirmed. I'm still waiting for his call. And I'll probably get that call in the week and talk to him on Sunday. So that will be the full package of the event for, of course, New Year's Eve.
I think what you say there is key, because not only are we putting on a dance at a reasonable price. I mean, we've got coming from all the way from London, we've got the band coming in. You know what I mean? And the tracks that they play is the tracks that's the backdrop to our life. I mean, I'm in love with you, darling. In, you know, all those different kinds of tunes are the tracks that paints the picture of where we're from. Mm-hmm. But also, then we've got special, as you said there, Godfather. You know, we've got surprise artists coming in who we won't disclose at this point. So we're actually going to have a night of full joy. You know what I mean? So we're not going to enjoy, we're going to full joy on New Year's Eve.
You know, sometimes people talk about special guests, etc. You don't know who it is, and come the night, there's no confirmation of that person. But we like to do things proper here. You know what I mean? So we'll know whether the person's either in or out next week, Sunday. And then we know where we are. But never mind, if the person doesn't come, then we're still going to have a party with everybody. Tickets are £15, all right? They know where to get their tickets from. Also, if they want tickets, of course, Contributor will be also one of the main factors for the tickets also as well, and other outlets. And there'll be no charging on the door. It's a ticket dance only. So the numbers in terms of health and safety and the rules and regulations, we have to keep to the rules of occupancy within any establishment during the Christmas and New Year period. So,
for whatever reason, if you struggle to get a ticket, still come. You know, all is welcome. You know, season of them say goodwill. This is a real value for money session dance. You know, so there's, as you can see, there's lots going on the bill there. So just come out, people, and enjoy yourselves, guys. it's going to be a nice time.
And also, Manley, I think we have to let them know that, you know, the symbiotic nature of our relationship with Baron Sound. You know, we got a strong Manchester family. You know, I mean, we'll also be in Manchester. Newsflash, we'll also be in Manchester on the 2nd of February when Maccabee is doing his tour up in those sides. So we'll be in Manchester as well on that date. But there'll be a strong Manchester contingent coming down. Any of the Manchester crew listening now, which I know you are, you can pick up your tickets and your travel reservations with Money Green and the man them from Baron Sound.
Right, that's good. That's good. So, Money Green, what's been happening for the last 3 months with yourself, really? And how's vibes in Manchester around the music scene in that part of the world?
Well, you know what? I'm the entertainer of the sound. I'm the one that's up front. And originally, I was the DJ, the mic man.
Right.
Originally, me a mic man, so been DJing from 1978, 77.
Okay.
From America, you know what I mean? Because I went to America when I was 14 and first listened to downbeat and listened to the DJs that they had on the sound from then, and that's what kind of drew me towards the microphone. You know what I mean? So
okay, so you got experience with downbeat then, the great downbeat himself.
Yes. That's because I lived in America at that time, and that was the first time I kind of listen to U-Roy. No, not U-Roy, U Brown.
Right.
U Brown was on the sound at the night, and it was he gave me the inspiration to start talking to Mike.
Now, I did just mention New Brown and Downbeat. Funny enough, I got those two on my contacts to make calls for next year as well for an interview with them too as well. Yeah. So, okay. So, a great experience in terms of the element of sound system, because was the sound system in America different from what it is here?
Well,
at the time.
Yes. When I came back to England, in 1980, and it was more steppers. When I come back, it was more steppers, and you know, and because I was in America, it was just kind of starting the tip of the dancehall thing.
Right.
Well, you know, so when I kind of joined Baron, you know, I've seen sounds like Shaka and them kind of sounds, and that didn't kind of suit my vocal talent.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So we had to kind of change the way we play to accommodate me.
Right.
You know, so we kind of moved away from the steppers and kind of went towards the dancehall.
Let me interrupt you there. Let me inject there. You mentioned the steppers and the dancehall. After what was at the time? Because when you was in America, obviously it was lovers rock here at the time. Yeah. Yes. And so what was in America? Yeah. So what was in America? Because don't think you got rubber dub in Jamaica.
All right. So I'm listening to in 78, 79. I'm kind of listening to people like Little John just a start 78, 79. You know, them kind of singers.
Mm-hmm.
And Campbell started to change the way he was singing. You know, Michael Prophet, they all started to change to deliver a different kind of music. So I was listening to DJs like Johnny Ringo.
Right,
and
right.
And then kind of DJs just started to come through.
But what I'm actually, just to interrupt you there, what I'm actually is, you had rubber dub in Jamaica and you had lovers rock in England. What did they have in America in terms of that kind of lovers rubber dubs? What was it?
They had rubber dub. They had the rubber dub in America. You know, cause you were listening to this. It's like Studio One.
Okay.
I remember Don't Be the One Studio One song.
Yeah.
You know, so there was listening, and then you have DJs like Lone Ranger and them kind of DJs that was at the forefront of what was going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why we had to kind of change or tweak, not so much change, but kind of tweak what we was kind of doing. You know what I mean? And we got into the rubber dub kind of things. You know what I mean?
Well, it must have been a great experience then to come back and use those skills that you created and had in America and come back to your own roots back in Manchester and then start the business was one of your highlights of the sound system to move forward. Like I said, we'll talk more about that next time we meet, which I'd love to do that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and go more deep because there's a lot of sound members out there who like to hear about different sounds. We hear about all these sound systems and cassettes, etc., but we never get a chance to hear about the people behind the scenes of these sound systems. You know, so it'd be a pleasure for me to have you 2025 talking to you about your experience in the sound system and your way forward for 2025. Now, of course, Lovers Rock is the main theme where people want to be able to go out and enjoy themselves rather than being bombarded with misuse of people, misbehaving, and bringing that violence into the establishment. Has things changed in Manchester? Because once upon a time, there was a story about Manchester once upon a time.
Well, the thing is with Manchester is, we went through a period where it was just crazy. You know, things happened, and you know we had to deal with all of that. And when that kind of happened in Manchester, we was in our prime. We was actually in our prime then, and you know what? And that's what kind of the way the dances and the music was going. We kind of pulled back a little bit because guess what? I thought the most important thing for us was our safety.
Of course,
because we was out on the front line playing every week, and you know what? And then we wasn't enjoying it anymore. You know, we wasn't enjoying it. So that was a period in our lives musically where we had to kind of take a step back. It got out of hand.
Of course. And the generation at the time wasn't really knowledgeable to what we were doing or what we was trying to do at the time. It's not just Manchester it happened to other different places as well.
Yeah, well, it's spread. Well, guess what? It's spread out. It's like a virus. It's spread all over England now. Everywhere you go now, right now in today's society. Listen, remember before you could go to certain places and people would be Manchester's here or London's here, but now people don't care where you come from now. People are just people and they're just doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of changed now. So, you know, we just deal with respect, and when we go somewhere and we don't know anybody, we deal with everybody with respect, and that's how we want to be treated.
And that's the
well, I think it's gone full circle. So, I think, and it might be controversial, I think within our, yes, we had Manchester as one of the capitals for violence. Yes, we had Stonebridge. Yes, we had Birmingham. But we, as this generation, controversially, we might have to take some responsibility because some of the youth them didn't grow themselves. So the youth them that was going on with them, right? When we were their age, we had to listen to the people who brought us up.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
We had to. So therefore, the children that became the people who were doing the things, right, weren't listening to the people who should have had the influence over them to tell them
to counteract. To counteract, you're saying that we at our time we had both parents to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can also, and again, controversially, right, we can say that, but the both parents that we had to listen to, both of them were working all the hours that God would have given them, right? And we were still having to negotiate that family structure that the Windrush group, right, went through much more than what we did.
Yeah.
Real.
And we still managed to have the values that we needed to have. So I think we, as a generation, our age group, we have to take some responsibility for them youth,
Yeah.
But you can't just keep on and say, oh, the youth them might do this, and the youth them might do that. You know what I mean? Yes, they were, and yes, they are. However, look in the mirror when you talk. What was you doing when these things were going on? And how do we then, as a community now, as we've gone full circle? Remember, I'm in Manchester all the time, as Money Green knows. It frightened for no much time, up and down, right? But when I'm in Manchester, it's like I'm at home. And the respect between the man them and the youth them again, it's gone full circle. Right. So those youths now who are like 35, 40, those are the big man them, and they are now re-establishing the values that they were taught when they were children by their grandpeople. So I'm optimistic right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Likewise, Chalmers, resonate with everything you're saying there. Let me just get in a little plug because it's really much on the line that we're the trajectory that we kind of go into and what we're moving to. Next year, around up the February time, the season that the way I'll celebrate, but we're capitalizing on it still. So let me can I put in a little plug with the next show that we have, Godfather? Is that all right?
Yeah, so you just hop from one subject to another without even putting your part into about our situation we're talking about in terms of the sound system and the problems that we were having. But never mind. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I hear that, and it's a valid point. I'm not kind of taking away from the point in the conversation. I turn it back to the music side. We have to understand where we are to where we're going. So that conversation's rich still. So yeah, as I'm saying, yeah, come February next year, we have another big show. As you say, with the ladies sound, with the entertainers. So we'll bring our next big song back in the walls again, and 2025 is Gyro year, as we say, we're anniversary year. So we have Gemini Dan from Birmingham Strong, and we have Peter Honningill, and we have Gyro, and much more surprises, So look out for that in February. And as I say, we have the anniversary as well. But yeah, respect for the conversation.
Was that based on Valentine's time for that one? You just mentioned.
Yeah, it's around that time. Yeah. I personally don't like Mr. Valentine's, but personal, but it's around that season of love, We're supposed to have love every day, but we utilize, the seasons and for build a dance and make people enjoy themselves,
Okay. So what's your plan for 2025 Money Green, Byron?
Our plans for 2025 is to continue bringing joy to the people by playing music and putting on events.
Yeah.
We've reconnected with a lot of the old sounds from back in the day. Some of them are still playing, some of the old sounds that they need to come back out. They need the names from back in the day. They're slowly starting to come back out. So, we're just reconnecting with them and also making that link with the younger generation.
Yeah, again. And in terms of sound system and people coming back out and doing whatever, do you have a situation where there's a problem where there's facilities to play in right now? Is there a difficulty in Manchester?
Well, guess what? We've got two places that we can always that's always available to us, no matter what.
Okay.
Which is the Rasta headquarters, which is the HQ.
Okay.
And then you've got Russell Street. So we've got them two places as the foundation of what we want to do. That's our base of what we want to do. Obviously there's other venues which we're going to try and find out which is available to us, but for now, we're just using what we've got as our base to launch everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, all right. Well, okay. So on top of that note right now, it's nearly time for us to leave. I just want to sort of wrap it up here right now. Guys, I want to say to you all the best for New Year's Eve. And I'm sure Wolverhampton will be heaving with all types of people and all types of sound, music and entertainment. Fashion, clothing, you name it. You know how it goes already. Come that time of the year. Anything you'd like to say? Let's start. Let's give it to Baron. Anything you'd like to say before you go?
Yes, I'm looking forward to coming down to Wolverhampton because we've got a style of what we do and how we play, and it's an honor and a pleasure for us to come down to Wolverhampton. We've not been down there for a very, very long time, so guess what? I'm looking forward to it. And we all are. So we're going to bring the Baron turbocharged vibes.
Right. I know you will because I've heard it. I've heard it and seen it.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. So, okay. So I want to say thank you for your time and being with us and being on this four-way link this afternoon. Leslie Charmer and also Manley, give us your goodbyes and etc. Same as Baron.
You go first, Manley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, big up all the, you know, the sound, the DJs in Wolverhampton. Everybody's doing a good job, you know, keeping up a nice vibe. You know, let's support each other. You know, if you're not playing out, come support the thing. You know, bring your wives. You know, dress good that night there. You know, cause everybody's gonna look fresh and ready that night. You know, I can't keep on bigging up the dance still. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice vibe. It's gonna be, you know, everybody's gonna feel safe, and it's a big people thing. So just come out, and all the best for the new year. You know, and yeah, see you everybody soon.
Yeah, man. Leslie, your last words from you, sir.
From me, you know, Baron always brings their A game. So I'm excited for those who haven't heard Baron for a while to come and see how they play alongside the mighty Gyro sound. But do not be mistaken. This is a night of full joy. Yep. It's New Year's Eve. So this is a time where we all can come together as one and let music be the bridge.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Well, guys, on that note, thank you very much for your time on this Sunday afternoon. And Baron, you know the history of this station here right now? Are you aware of how long we've been around?
No.
Right.
I know you've been around a long time.
Well, let me give you the figure. The number is 36 years.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
That's good.
Yeah. And from the days of DTI, and we're still here on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're keeping it safe and keeping it real, so nobody gets congested with any authorities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what about yourself? What station you have in Manchester that does it for you, that side?
We've got a station called Legacy. I think they've just gone digital, but they were a local station. That's about the biggest local station for us that has the local DJs on it, basically. Yeah, so it's a Legacy 90.1 FM. That's the station down here.
Right. No .com.
I think they've just gone .com. Yeah.
You can give me more details sooner or later, anyways. Well, all right, guys.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to all of you for finding the time again to talk to me and to talk to the listeners and the audience. And I'm sure we're gonna book. Well, we're definitely gonna book up come New Year's Eve. So on that note, blessings, manners, and respect. Thank you all for your time.
Peace and love. God bless.
Blessings to everybody.
All right, guys. Respect, manners. Okay. ScannerRadio.org. Yeah, man. We'll see you soon.
Manners.
All right. ScannerRadio.org.uk. There you have it there. The sounds of course, Gyro and also Baron. And, of course, the rest of the family and friends who's been in tune so far this afternoon. Thank you for your time. It's been one of those shows where you got to be on top of your game to be able to juggle between people and artists and not use a script to get your messages across, because obviously it's all about experience right now. Here's the sounds of Arima, who will be here on New Year's Eve doing their thing, bubbling to the ladies, the girls, and all sorts of people who want to be in that frame of mind. Their song, this one here. It's a New Year's special. The group on stage, you'll see them on stage. Yeah, man. Are you in love? Oh, let me just remind you, while we were having that conversation, a couple of people sent messages regarding the competition. I'm going to give the answer in a short while. Stand by. We have two winners.
I'm in love with you, darling. Is that right?
Thank you, good night to Leslie Charmer, also Manley, Bonnie Green as well, and the original man from out of course, Baron sound system. We're going to hook them up, of course, for the new year. We talked about the sound system. Yeah, a lot of people like to hear about other things. Don't forget, on the 5th of January, 2 days before my birthday, you know. Yeah, man. We talked to Gantley Ainsley about his new book, The Reggae Field. We'll give you more details next week, Sunday. Yeah, man. Look out for the adverts for that. And I'll put the image of what it's like to have a book from a producer, JT from out of course, GT from out of Birmingham. A great guy to talk to. It's going to be interesting. Very, very. Sandra Cross, we're going to have her back once again, sooner or later, 2025. More details to come on that one. She sounded good. Yeah, man, thank her again, and also going out to her manager as well. Shouting out to the Uptown Comedy Club team. Now, the answer to the question, hang about here right now. We don't have long to go. Right now, so we're gonna hook it up from the top. Now, let me just find the details I'm looking for so we can make sure that the persons who have won the competition and everybody else knows that we keep it real and we don't bargain and we don't deal. This is not deal or no deal. This is the real deal. Well, all right, let me just remind you now. Upfront Comedy Club has been going for 21 years in Birmingham. It is John Simmet from the Television Tubbies promotion, and we have been organizing shows with him at the Heritage in Wolverhampton for, wait for the answer, because some of you put down 4 years, 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. Now left for one number. 9 years. 9 years. The guys in Wolverhampton have been working with the Upfront Comedy Club in Wolverhampton for 9 years. And that's the answer to the question. How many times has the Upfront Comedy Club been in Wolverhampton? 9 years. So congratulations to our two winners. We'll give your details to the organizers for your entrance into the club this Saturday. All right, this Saturday. All right, so have fun, have a good time. If you want more, or you didn't get a chance to get involved and you missed out, a little later on, Mr. Fix will be giving you also a competition as well for the same event because he'll be playing as well. So tune in tonight, a little later on. Mr. Fix in the house. A little later on for me, Big Bad Captain. And also as well, Valentina will be in the house as well. Vinyl Sunday. And I'm sure he's got some stuff to tell you as well about another Vinyl Sunday event coming up very, very soon next year. All right? So people, be good, be careful, be smart. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Keep it real. And don't spend too much money. Don't spend too much. Because if the government wants you to spend money, then why isn't the government giving you what we want as well? We're putting in the effort, and he's not putting any effort in at all. What's going on in that score? But in the meantime, between time, gotta say God bless, take care. I think I have enjoyed myself today. Thank you for your time. Godfather out. Love you all. Yeah, man, every time.
Washington's own. Keeping it real. Are you ready? Are you ready?
You're tuned into the Godfather show.
More great music coming up next on this your favorite station.
Godfather is the match.
SkylineRadio.org.uk.